way. If any of you have met him, you would not know that he had gone through quite an ordeal to get to this day. You would find him kind and funny and caring, as I do too. And while we are very excited to see what adventures his future may hold, he will be deeply missed by all. So I am very proud to announce our newest high school graduate, Anaf Mabarak.
How's everybody doing today? Wow. About time I'm finally standing here on this stage, graduating in front of my family and friends. Believe me when I say, it's been a long, hard 13 years. For 13 years, I put my blood, sweat, and tears into this scholastic journey, so this is definitely a very big milestone for me. Despite how thrilled I am to be here today, the road to standing on this stage today wasn't an easy one. When I first started middle school, I felt like a complete outcast. No one would talk to me or hang out with me. I was always the last one picked for group projects and would usually work alone. People bullied me for my skin color, ethnicity, race, and religion. My height, basically anything they knew about me, they somehow used it against me. I got into fights with the other kids and would often lose my temper and rage uncontrollably. I cried a lot. Academically, I wasn't doing so well. The teacher said I was a smart kid, but with all the bullying and humiliation, I simply didn't have the motivation to progress in my studies. I was barely eligible to move to high school, as my grades were mostly C's and D's. I even failed the class. Now I look back to my middle school years, and it's a period of time that I deeply regret. I wish I had tried harder and had not taken everything to heart. But there was nothing I could do to change the past, because high school was just a summer away. I attended John Marshall High School for 9th and 10th grade. It was definitely a huge transition for me. The campus was bigger, more homework was assigned to us, and most importantly, the kids were much older. I was just an ant of a freshman among all these other seniors who looked like grown men with full beards and everything. Anyways, high school was much worse than middle school. The bullying and harassment increased tenfold, and I found myself crying my eyes out within the first week of school. It was awful. I didn't fit in anywhere. People didn't want to have anything to do with me. I was bullied at school and on the internet, not just by the students, but by the teachers too. People would steal my homework and copy it word for word and turn it in as their own. The students hated me, the teachers hated me, the faculty hated me. It just felt as if the whole world was against me. Academically, I wasn't doing so well again. I had C's and D's and I had already failed 2 classes. But it wasn't just me who was at fault for being lazy. I blamed the school environment itself. It's horrible. Students are abusing drugs and alcohol on campus, and the staff doesn't seem to pay any mind to it. They had their share of favorite students and would prioritize them first. Teachers would even go as far as curving their students' grade, giving them a grade letter higher than they deserved, simply because the teacher favored them the most. I mean, students who I know didn't work hard getting an A, versus students who worked hard getting and receiving a D. I couldn't win. I'm telling you, public school is as corrupt as it gets. I wasn't having it anymore, and by the time I finished 10th grade, I said to my peers, that's it, I'm done. My parents feared I wouldn't graduate with the grades I had, much less make it into any college or university. So they made a decision that I will forever be grateful for. After my sophomore year ended, my parents finally transferred me to the school we all know and love, Kids World School and Cornerstone Academy. When I first walked into the school, I noticed the size of the campus compared to John Marshall, where they have close to 3,000 students, where here, the high school is only 18 to 20 people. Unlike Marshall, where everyone was exclusive and hostile, people were quite friendly. People introduced me to themselves, and I met kids of all ages, ethnicities, backgrounds, religions, who didn't care if they were different from one another. Everyone was friends with each other. All of us are like a big happy family. Like a family, when people get upset, they sort it out, unlike at Marshall, where people are fist fighting, pulling out weapons, and getting even the teachers to turn against you. In my years here, I've learned a lot academically, but I also learned how to study better, improve my behavior, and how to do actual grown-up things, such as managing a checkbook and doing taxes. One of the greatest things I learned was the idea of study tech. I had never learned that before, not realizing that was what I was missing. Now I know how to clear my words, and I'm actually able to understand what I'm learning, rather than staring at words on a page. I feel that now that I'm graduating, I look back and realize all the hate and negativity I've received over the years just motivated me to work that much harder and prove the naysayers wrong. That I can do it, that I am worth something. I came into Kids World telling myself that I would not let another individual degrade me or value me any less than I was. My 10th grade world history teacher from Marshall once told me, in front of the whole class, that I would end up dropping out of high school and becoming a taxi driver. But today, I'm here to tell you that I proved my history teacher wrong. As I proved him wrong, and I'm proud to announce that I will be attending California State University in Northridge, studying for my Bachelor in Cinema and Television Arts. There are many things I will miss about Kids World. I will miss coming to school at 9 a.m. every day and seeing the faces of my friends. I will miss helping the other students when they had trouble with their work. I will miss going out at lunch with my friends every single day. I will miss the after-school parties, the countless trips to the Americana, the nighttime adventures, the ridiculous encounters, the academic accomplishments, and everything in between. Overall, I will miss the fun and amazing times and all the memories I've made within these past 2 years. My mom told me that going to CSUN from Kids World was like being plucked out of a fish tank and thrown into the ocean. Well, don't worry, Mom. I came from a healthy tank. This is the part of the speech where people are probably going to cry. I wouldn't have made it this far without my friends, my family, and my teachers. They are my biggest fans, and I'd like to thank a few of them individually. Mom and Dad, Ammu and Abu, thank you for being there for me every step of the way. From my very first steps as a toddler, to my first day of kindergarten, to my many achievements, and to high school graduation. You've been there for me every step of the way. Even when I got in trouble, lost my temper, and made bad decisions, you still loved me the same. It was your decision to move me to Kids World when you saw that I was academically struggling. I know I was unhappy when you made that choice for me, but now I look back at it, and I was foolish. Coming to Kids World is a decision that changed my life. I cannot thank you and repay you guys enough for all that you sacrificed for me. Thank you for having the foresight to know that it was the best move. I will be eternally grateful. I love you guys so much. Afnan, where are you? Okay. Thank you for being the most supportive and loving brother one can be. We don't see eye to eye on several things, and we fight a lot. I'm pretty sure everyone knows that. But at the end of the day, we make up for it, and that is a prime example of our unbreakable bond. Even though sometimes I may raise my voice and lose my temper, just know that I still love you. You're the best little brother I could have ever asked for. Shamir, I've known you since day one, like literally the day you were born. We've had some pretty crazy good memories, from the epic sleepovers, the photography missions to get that perfect picture for Instagram, the deep late night conversations. We've done it all. God, we sound like teenage girls. You get what I mean though, we're bros till the end of time. You're amazing, Shamir. Don't ever change a thing about you. Okay, maybe change your hair. He's gonna kill me.
I will.
But seriously, bro, don't ever change your personality. Much love, dude, till 3005.
Hey.
Jade, Lily, and Hema. Where do I begin? My goodness. Jade, you are such a talented person with such an impeccable taste in music. From singing car seat headrest to yourself, to making me a list of all the movies I should watch so that I can become quote-unquote educated. You're definitely an interesting character. I admire you because you're not afraid to be yourself, and you have a carefree personality. You can be full of energy and laughter 1 minute, but you're also very wise and humble. I wish I had that kind of confidence. You constantly blow me away with your singing, your acting, and all the academic accomplishments you make in between. Thank you, Jade. Lily. It really amazes me about how many books you can read. I often joke around that I'd walk into Barnes & Noble one day and I'd find you hyperventilating under a fort of books. You have such an amazing voice, and your work ethic is outstanding. I mean, you're so young and you're already in the 12th grade. I don't understand you sometimes. Like, how is it possible to do all the things you do and still put on an outstanding performance and have all the time left in the world to get almost 2 years ahead in your studies and yet read another book? And Hema, awesome. Your love for R&B artists today, The Weeknd, is so hilarious but passionate. That goes to show that you have a strong passion for everything you love and everything you do. You don't find that in many people these days. So, thank you, Hannah. Together, the three of you guys made the last 2 years of my high school memorable. I'm sure we have many more memories to share. We just have to see what the future holds. It is a great honor to be your quote-unquote son. Ronan. Dude, you're such an amazing person. That sounds so cliche, I know. But I mean that from the bottom of my heart. These last 2 years have been an adventure. We tell each other about our problems and what's going on in our everyday lives. And you've always kept it real with me. People nowadays become fake so fast, it's crazy. But you don't judge me regardless of my ethnicity, race, or my religion. I mean, I'm a Muslim, and you're a Jew. You never judge me for my beliefs. You're always asking me questions about my beliefs, and you always ask me if I'm alright or if I'm having fun when we're hanging out with friends. I'm really gonna miss seeing you at school every day, but I'll never forget you. Thank you, Ronan. really don't have any words. From my first day at school to now, you've guided me through everything I came across. You take the time to make sure that every student understands what he or she is learning. You work with every individual student until they understand the material. And sadly, many teachers nowadays don't do that. They simply throw a worksheet at you and say, "It's due at the end of the period." You changed the way I look at learning and ensured my success with your guidance. Thank you for not only being an amazing teacher, but more of a mentor to me and all your students. I speak for the rest of the class that you are the best teacher we've ever had. Thank you, Kyla. As for the rest of you, Audrey, Ashley, Isaac, Alfredo, Wild, Omar, Louis, Amelia, Anthony, Tess, Hannah, Neo, Mario, Julian, and Amon. And other people who I'll probably remember 10 minutes from now. You guys have made these last 2 years the most memorable 2 years I've ever had. Thank you guys for being so friendly and supportive and not being quick to judge. Your work ethic is outstanding, and it's crazy how we can function so well together, like a well-oiled machine. I think it is safe to say that this is the best class of uppers the school has ever had. The future is in good hands. You all have potential and will do great things in your lives. I love you guys. The staff, the students, and everyone else here that represents Kids World. I thank each and every one of you for creating such a positive learning environment for many. Paula, thanks to you especially, for seeing that there's more to school than just getting an A+. You press the values and principles of being responsible and having a good work ethic, and I see that it is important to you that all your students amount to something and are happy in life. So thank you again for doing what you do. As I leave here today, I'd like to leave you with the words of the late Vince Lombardi, professional football player, who said, "A winner never quits, and a quitter never wins." Sparrows, Dinos, Eagles, Mills, Uppers, everyone in this room, all of you are winners. The things you accomplish today will motivate you to reach your goals of tomorrow. Never give up just because you can't seem to reach your goal, because you never know how close you are to reaching that goal. You could give up and not realize that you're only 1 mile, 1 pound, 1 day, 1 hour, or just one more time of getting back up and trying again to accomplish your goal. So never put yourself down. You are all capable of great things. I just know it. Thank you all very much for sharing this day with me.